Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 30th of June, 1977. And the title is BapDada's Elevated Hopes for Every Brahmin Soul. BapDada, the instrument to bring benefit to the most elevated souls, is happy to see all the souls who play their part while constantly being loving and cooperative with him, and who constantly have the fortune of happiness. Seeing the children who stay in Baba's love and who have the deep desire as well as the zeal and enthusiasm to meet with Baba. Baba also gives the return of the children's love and enthusiasm. BapDada knows that every child has a deep feeling of love and cooperation, and also has the elevated thought to become equal to the Father. Seeing all of this, BapDada wishes to see the children in their elevated stage with a crown even more elevated than his, to be seated on the heart throne, to be the sparkling stars in Paramdham, the heart's support for all the souls of the world and the constantly worthy of worship ancestors of all the souls of the world. Baba has great happiness on seeing the children become so elevated. Every Brahmin soul should constantly remain in the most elevated stage of all, with the highest and high Father. As your name is so elevated, so your task should be just as elevated. Just as you have such elevated prestige in front of the world, so too you should constantly maintain your self-respect and honor. These are the elevated hopes that BapDada has for all the Brahmin souls. So what do you children have to do? Wear the ornaments of gyan, virtues, and powers that you have received from BapDada. Just as your non-living images are constantly adorned, so too, in the living form, you should always remain adorned. You should be seated on BapDada's heart throne and while dancing in super sensuous joy, maintain the intoxication of your angelic form. This is the return you have to give to BapDada. Do you know how to give a return? Your heart's desire and what you do should be the same. It should not be that you want to do something but are unable to do it. Have you adopted your most elevated authority? Which authority? The authority to control accurately your physical organs, that is, your servers, as well as the authority to control your subtle powers of the mind, intellect, and sanskars, which are also your servants. Have you adopted such authority? Are you able to use your physical organs as a master with all powers and as a master almighty authority? Or do you simply use your authority over the cooperative members of the Brahmin family, that is, the souls who help and service companions? In connection with Brahmin souls, you should use your feelings of love and cooperation, not use authority over them. You have to use your authority to rule your physical organs and subtle powers, to be subservient to those subtle powers, and say that your nature or your sanskars are like that are not the words. of an almighty authority. Those who do not use authority over themselves are misusing their authority. So, do not misuse your authority. In the gathering of this meeting, BapDada saw all the children's zeal and enthusiasm, their elevated feelings, and also their desire to benefit the world. Together with this, BapDada also saw their elevated desire to become equal to the Father. However, BapDada only saw these things in terms of thoughts and words. There is a difference in the practice of the qualifications and its aim visible to yourself and others. You now have to have the art of total balance in the ascending stage. You have the thought, but the complete stage for thoughts is to have determined thoughts. Together with your spinning the discus of self-realization through which Maya is bid farewell for all time. There is also spinning at the same time the discus of looking at others. To look at others is to invoke Maya, whereas to look at oneself challenges Maya. BapDada is able to see very clearly the waves of the wonderful game of looking at others. Baba also saw that everyone who has the aim of becoming Trikaldarshi for every part within the unlimited drama also becomes Trikaldarshi about wasteful things a great deal. You think it happened earlier in the same way, it is the same now, and it will remain the same. You become Trikaldarshi in this way. Do you know something amusing on the path of bhakti, which is also copied from you? Stories of imagination. Are Ganesh and Hanuman real? However, their stories are so entertaining. In the same way, you change the reason behind a very trivial matter and create a whole story with your imagination. Those who listen to these stories and relate them do so with great interest and also give a lot of their time to them. BapDada also saw this wave. The teaching that BapDada always gives in order for you to be loving towards everyone and claim a high status is change the self. However, instead of changing yourself, you think of changing the situations or changing other souls. You think, if this one changes, I will be okay. I will be transformed if this situation changes. I will change if I receive these facilities, or I will transform if I receive cooperation and support. What would be the result of this? When any transformation takes place on the basis of a support, then the reward for many births is also based upon some support. The account of your income is shared out according to how much support you take in every situation. Because you are unable to accumulate anything in your account, you remain deprived of the happiness and power of having accumulated. Therefore, always keep the aim of transforming yourself. You yourself have to be an image of support for the world. If instead of taking support from the Father, you leave something to another support, even the support of time, then those imperishable supports that constantly shake will constantly bring you into some kind of upheaval. As one finishes, another one will take birth, and through this, your energy will be wasted. Furthermore, as you move along, because you are careless, you repeatedly speak words of weakness with great pride and without hesitation. You say them considering to be honesty and cleanliness. What do you say? I am upset, but I will definitely prove something. What will you prove? Will you show some kind of turmoil? Or will you definitely become something worthwhile? Just look and you will see that there is some disservice. I am weak and influenced by my sanskars. I am not able to change. You will have to help me overcome this. Many very easily speak these types of words to show their courage or to suppress others or threaten them. When BapDada sees that after having these thoughts, some souls even put them into words or actions, he feels mercy for them. Who experiences loss in this? They think that it is Baba's loss or a loss in service. They think damage would be caused to Baba. However, those who create sanskars in these aspects become instruments to cause themselves loss. According to the drama, the task of world service is guaranteed to succeed. No one can prevent this from happening. BapDada becomes the instrument to give you a multi-million-fold return of one. He makes children instruments for service. For anything you do, you receive multi-million-fold reward. Children have been made instruments to create their fortune. The task cannot be shaken by those who may themselves fluctuate. Every kalpa, the destiny of victory is fixed. Therefore, transform your weak language, that is, bring benefit to yourself. This is now the time of benefit. Therefore, become powerful in the task of world benefit and create your future. Baba knows that you make a lot of effort, that you have had renunciation and tolerated a great deal. However, Baba cannot bear to see the slightest weakness in those he loves. He constantly has good wishes for you to become elevated. This is why, while seeing and hearing all of that, he is signaling you to become complete. BapDada constantly cooperates with the children at every step and will continue to do so until the end. Baba does not dislike anyone. He constantly has positive thoughts for even those who defame him. Therefore, constantly take his cooperation and continue to move along. Realize the importance of Amrit Vela and continue to take blessings from Baba. The end of the season does not mean the end of his cooperation. BapDada's hand and company are with every child in every form and in every relationship. Now, according to the drama, you have been given some time. Therefore, consider this to be your fortune and take benefit from it. You are the hands of the clock of destruction. When you become complete, time will come to an end. Therefore, constantly maintain thoughts of the original self and be a spinner of the discus of self-realization. Acha, to the souls who have become instruments to create their future fortune, to those who reveal the image of tomorrow through the self, to the Master Almighty Authority children who constantly give a return to the Father, BapDada's love, remembrance, and Namaste. BapDada meeting a group. What sign would be visible in the children who are great donors? What benefits do you have when you become a great donor? To be a great donor means that nothing but the Father and service attracts you towards itself, and you remain constantly absorbed in this love. A great donor is one who continues to give at every moment. No soul should return from you empty-handed. If you do not become a great donor, how would you become a bestower of blessings? Those who are great donors and bestowers of blessings are the world benefactors. When you constantly give what you receive, it increases. There cannot be any time or any day in which you would not have donated something. To be a great donor means to serve others. By serving others, you automatically serve yourself. To be a great donor means to make the self full of all treasures and to donate them to others. To however many souls you give happiness, peace, power, and knowledge, the sound of attainment or gratitude that emerges from those souls become blessings for you. Their blessings will continue to help you progress. You will experience limitless happiness by receiving blessings from all these souls. Therefore, in order to become a great donor in all four subjects, make a program for yourself at Amrit Vela. You shouldn't be lacking in any subject. Why is the saying, break away from everyone else and connect all relationships with one, so well known? In order to be loving to the one Father, you have to detach yourself from everyone else. When you have attained all relationships with the One, you are easily able to move away from everyone else. Then it becomes easy for you to break away from everyone else and to connect with One. When you have attained everything from One, nothing would be lacking that your intellect would need to wander. First, you receive love and then you become detached. And this is why it is easy to be detached from everyone and loving to the Father is known as being like a lotus. Check whether you are like a lotus. You are not being splashed with mud, are you? What is the sign of a worthy teacher? A worthy teacher is one who serves at every second and in every thought. If a second or a thought goes to waste, then you would be called a teacher, not a worthy teacher. A worthy teacher is one who is yog-yukt and, therefore, yukti-yukt. Every thought of a yog-yukt soul is powerful. When the speed of thought is powerful, the fruit will also be powerful. An instrument is one who is an example. Others become like those who are examples. Acha, blessing. May you be a loving and detached soul like the Father, and remain double light by giving everything to the Father. To be double light is to give everything to the Father. Even the body is not yours. Baba has given you that body for the sake of service. You have promised Baba, this body, mind, and wealth all belong to you. When even the body doesn't belong to you, what else remains? Always keep the example of a lotus in your awareness, that you are as loving and detached as a lotus. Souls who remain detached claim a right to God's love. Slogan: those who remain within the line of the code of conduct are those who are the most elevated beings following the highest code of conduct. Om Shanti.